Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I wanted to share my biggest legendary gem upgrade that I've had recently. For some reason, this was a change that was left out of the English patch notes when they first released, which is a little bit absurd to me because in my opinion, this is probably the single best change that we got in the most recent patch. Before I get into that though, I want to give an update to my last video since there's been some recent developments regarding the gem search event. So the community manager has actually made a statement a few hours ago, and I'm not going to read through all of it, but I will go over the key parts. As always, if you want to read through it yourself, then I'll leave a link to the thread in the description, but let's take a look at what was actually said here. So the first thing that was said here is that they admitted their mistake, and just as I expected, getting 1 point for every 20 litra was actually incorrect, and the community manager has admitted that, and he said that players should have been able to earn 1 point for every 10 litra spent during the event, and he said that the issue is set to be resolved soon, and I think that this fix is already live. So he said players should start receiving the correct number of points, 10 litra to 1 point for the Phantom Gallery moving forward. Due to confusion on the ratio, players who participated in the Phantom Gallery from the start of the gem surge until when the fix goes live, they will be compensated with a ratio of 5-1. So basically, as I understand it, because in some regions it said that you would get 1 point for every 5 litra, they want to acknowledge that this was a mistake and actually compensate those players who bought the Phantom market early when it was in a state that said that in the tooltips, and they're compensating the players with 5 litra to 1 point. In my opinion, this is pretty good, but I really think that they should actually give all players this conversion rate, because I still think that 10-1 is a little bit greedy, and they could have honestly taken this chance to make a lot of players happy, because currently a lot of people are really frustrated. But let's read on and see what else was said. So he said, additionally, we encountered an issue where players did not receive the points for the legendary crests that they used prior to the 8th of January. And this was actually in the description when the event started, but it was removed. However, it remained in the description. So basically, he's saying here that before the end of the event, they will be granting all players that missed out on any points due to these issues the points back. So basically, the fix that we currently have in the game is related to the Phantom Gallery only. We're getting 1 point for every 10 litra moving forward, and the fix for the retroactive legendary crest giving you points is still not in the game. He says that before the end of the event, this will be added to the game in a future message in your inbox. So in my opinion, this is good to see, and credit to the community manager. He did address this in quite a timely manner, but let's not kid ourselves. I do think that this is kind of the bare minimum that they could have done to kind of cover themselves, because it was really false advertising, to be honest. And I do believe that there actually is a small minority group of players who actually purchased the Phantom Gallery and then realized that it was bugged and they had the wrong conversion and ended up actually buying more orbs just to kind of cover the extra crests that they needed. So I really doubt that those players are actually going to get refunded for their orbs, because it's something that they bought and probably already converted them to crests. That's really unfortunate, because it means that for a few players, they literally have to pay the price for the false advertising that Blizzard has made. I really do believe that anytime Blizzard is charging people for things in game, that at least people should get what they paid for, and there shouldn't be any mistakes in the advertising. And if they don't get what they paid for, then there should be some really big compensation. And speaking of compensation, I really do sincerely hope that when we do get the second mail, when we get the retroactive points before the end of the event, I really hope that they also give us something meaningful as a compensation, not just a few rare crests and normal gems. I really hope they give us quite a lot of legendary crests, or something meaningful at least. So if anyone at Blizzard is watching this, I want to say thanks for replying in a timely manner and doing the bare minimum, but we would like to see a bit more compensation in the further mail when we do receive it before the end of the event. Thank you. Just before I move on from this point, something that I noticed is that if we actually go to the tooltip of the gem surge section, we can see that this still hasn't been fixed. So it says that every 10 obols used in the Phantom market and every 20 litra used in the Phantom Gallery will earn you 1 point of event progress. So Blizzard, you really need to fix this. Please do better and actually tell players what they're getting when they spend money in the game. Not every single player is reading the post from the community manager, whether it be on Reddit or the forums. This really needs to be fixed in game so that players actually know what they're getting. It needs to say 10 litra here, or however many litra it is. It just needs to be correct. So please also fix the text in the tooltip as a priority. Thank you. I want to move on now to talk about something a bit more positive. So, in the last update, we actually got a really good change, but it wasn't mentioned originally in the English patch notes. So, if we take a look at the Chinese patch notes, it says Legendary Gem Stage Upgrade Rules Optimization. When a Legendary Gem is upgraded in stages, the star level increase will take effect directly, and it is no longer necessary to fully upgrade it to increase the star level. So, basically, what this means is that if you're doing a progressive upgrade for your 5-star Legendary Gems, in the past, if you found a upgrade to the star level, let's say that your gem was a 2 out of 5 star and you managed to find a 5 out of 5 star. Well, if you were doing a progressive upgrade in that case, you could actually use the 5 out of 5 star as a dupe in the upgrade process, but unfortunately the star count wouldn't be updated until you actually completed the rank upgrade. So let's say you were upgrading a rank 4 gem and you were halfway to upgrading it to rank 5. Well, you'd have to wait until you complete the upgrade to rank 5 fully before getting the update to the star count, and also more importantly getting the update to the resonance and also the combat rating. So I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Thankfully, the English patch notes were actually updated a few hours before this video to actually include this in the patch notes, but I believe that a lot of players are actually going to miss this change because it was included right at the bottom of the patch notes. So it's really unfortunate because I believe that this is one of the better changes that we actually had in the patch. So I'll show you guys exactly how this used to work. So I've recorded a short clip just before the patch went live to show you guys how it always used to work. So right now I've got this Seeping Bile that's 3 out of 5 and I want to upgrade it to a 5 out of 5. Unfortunately, I'm using the progressive upgrade system and I'm right at the start of the progressive upgrade. So because it's rank 6, I'd need to get it to rank 7 to actually activate the star count. As you can see, the star count is green here and I'm only getting 7 resonance from this upgrade and 2 combat rating, which is a really tiny amount considering that I'm upgrading this to a 5-star. So in the past, what you'd have to do is you'd have to actually complete the upgrade. So I'd have to actually upgrade this from rank 6 to rank 7 to have the extra star count, which means that I'd actually have to spend to get 10 copies of Seeping Bile just to make this upgrade and actually have the new resonance and new combat rating reflected on my character. So now I'll show you guys exactly how it works after the patch. Let's head over to the jeweler here and see exactly how it works. So if we go to the same gem here, the Seeping Bile, it's 3 out of 5, rank 6, and we just upgrade this, do the same thing here. So I'll put in my 5 out of 5. So as you can see, the star count is immediately being reflected here, which is really, really nice. It's no longer grayed out, and I no longer have to wait to actually get this to rank 7. And I'm gaining a huge amount of resonance here compared to the 7 resonance that I would have gained before, and also a decent amount of combat rating. I'm gaining 24 combat rating here compared to how it was before where I'd only get 2 combat rating. So let's actually do this upgrade now because I'm really happy that they've added this change. So the gem power here is coming from the gems socketed inside, and let's actually upgrade this now. So I'm actually going to get my Seeping Bile from a 3 out of 5 to a 5 out of 5. I'm really happy with this. It says I've got 109 more resonance and 24 combat rating. And if we go back to my character inventory now, we can see that my maximum resonance is now 5149. So it used to be 5040. I've actually gained 109 resonance because of this change. I'm really happy that Blizzard has introduced this change because players no longer have to worry about ranking their gem up too high and getting stuck in the progressive upgrade process to be able to rank up their gems. So overall, this is just such a good change, and I can't believe that Blizzard didn't originally include this in the patch notes. The only other really good change that we got in this patch, in my opinion, other than this, is actually the stash tabs that we got. This is just such a nice quality of life change for all players, and especially for free-to-play players who don't want to spend on the Boon of Plenty stash, which is a limited stash that gives you 3 tabs. Now we have the option to actually spend only 2,000 platinum for these 2 extra tabs, and they don't cost extra. They're just both 2k platinum each. So right now you can see I have 66.1. I'm just going to do this on video. So if I just buy one of these, as you can see, it's moved over here. But now my platinum is at 64.1, and I'm going to buy the second one. So now my platinum should be at 62.1. I'll just confirm that here. So there we go. And I'm really happy now I have all of these extra stash tabs that I can use. And if I don't feel like buying the Boon of Plenty for a few weeks, then I don't have to feel stretched and limited on my stash tab. So this was also a really, really nice change. So that's about all that I wanted to share for this one, guys. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions about the update that we got. In my opinion, I really hope that they do give us more minor updates like this. I really don't want to see minor updates where they just feed us with cosmetics and returning events. I actually want to see some really nice feature updates and maybe even some new features being added to the game. For now, I'm going to be signing off, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.